All right, we are back for what are we, Adam? Episode 12?
13. 13.
13. All right, back for episode 13 of the Lunar Dust Build in Public Hackathon, brought to you by Pump Fun, of course. We are building a classic game show, which is going to be aired live, streamed live, produced live, with 2 live contestants, a live game show host. We already do one. It's called Moon or Dust. One contestant, deal or no deal style game. This one that we are building at the moment is based on the classic 1980s game show called Card Sharks. You can head on to YouTube, check that out, and see what it's all about. So we've taken our own twist on that game, and we've been building it out for, I know, 13 episodes now. Number 13 we're at. Just finished the trending show as well. Anybody, if you haven't seen that, you can go down to the previous streams down here on Pump Fun and check it out. Interviewed another 2 awesome projects from the Pump Fun Hackathon as well today. Some great projects showing out. Some really cool guys, teams, builders, and everything like that. So you can check those out. We'll be dropping those clips tomorrow across all our other channels, totaling over 200k plus subscribers. So yeah, excited for that, and excited to get back to our own build as well, Adam. How are you doing, by the way?
Doing good, doing good. It's been a hectic weekend. I guess it always is. But yeah, just focusing on this build, and obviously we're cooking some other stuff as well in parallel. So I don't work on anything on this build normally unless we're actually live, because I don't want I want people to see the full process. So obviously we're cranking at some other stuff as well when we're not live. But yeah, really enjoying this build so far. Looking forward to starting to polish it all up here now and do some more testing as well. So
yeah, it's starting to look really
excited
good
for it.
Yeah, same as that. Excited. We're getting really close now, down to the nitty gritty. Of course, we've got pretty much the most of the functionality and the logic working on the back end. We've added some graphics. Whole process so far, we spent about an episode or so, a couple of long episodes, kind of just teasing it out back and forth. ChatGPT coming to our final prompt for Replit to create the game design document. I've been working then with Replit after that, and I've been using OpenArt.ai, Nano Banana, Kling, all those models and things like that within that software. Well, I haven't used Kling yet, but when we do a promo, I will. But building all those, the graphics and things like that. So we'll be moving on, tighten up graphics, game board composition, sound effects, things like that. So yeah, excited to get into it. Adam, do you want to pop up your screen and kind of show everybody where we are at the moment? Of course, anybody that is tuning in, let us know if you're in the chat as well. We always want everybody's feedback as much as possible. And you can head to hold on, there we go. You can head over to moonordust.media as well, guys. Check out the website, check out everything we got going on. Of course, we are building a game, but we are much more than just a game or one game show or anything like that. We've got an entire ecosystem there that's built around it. So you can go and check that out at moonordust.media. And of course, if you want to join us and share in the vision we have, go pick yourself up a bag of Mafia right now. It's on a good discount. Sol's down and chart is down a little bit. So a great opportunity to get a good position there for yourself and join us. We will never be stopping, guys. When we have this built, we'll be building something else. And after that, and after that, and after that, continuously growing. That's what we're in this for. So yeah, go and pick up a bag. Go check out the website, all that fun stuff. And yeah, Adam, let's give everybody a quick update on where we're at with everything.
All right. So, excuse me. So as you can see here, on the last show that we did find an issue where after the player in control froze and it turned over, the other player did not have the option to swap their card because the turnover logic overrid the base card logic. So that was something that we had to look at. And as well, it turned over, but it went to a survey question when a turnover should actually give the person a run at the ladder immediately with the option to swap. So that was all kind of messed up, obviously, because we implemented this turnover rule. So we found a couple of edge cases, obviously, because of that happening. As you can see here, it went straight to a survey question. So even if the player is on their base card and they get turned over, the turnover comes to them. It still needs to continue with the turnover rule. But there was some base card logic that overrid it. So we had to look into that. And that was kind of where we left it the last game or the last episode. So basically the turnover should not be affected by someone being frozen, though this is irrelevant. If there's a turnover, then it should always skip the survey question, give the other player a board run with the ability to swap. Understood? Frozen has nothing to do with it. Understood, you're right. Position 0 wrong call should have the same as any other wrong call. Immediately turn over with swap ability. The frozen check is irrelevant. The fix is simply to remove that special position 0 branch entirely, and let all wrong calls in standard rounds follow the same turnover path. And the architect devised the plan, like we always do, and we fixed the issue we were having with that. So we're pretty much, on my end, we're pretty much ready to kind of test again, and then start looking into the UI, how things look. And this is where Mr. P comes in a lot more and goes for the design aspect and kind of how he likes it to look and trash all that stuff out. As you can see here, this is currently what our game board looks like. So we're obviously going to want to spice this all up, get rid of this clunky down here and fix these up here and stuff like that. But obviously when the game starts, it all fills up. We want to get our card spacing right, work on some flip animations, sound effects, all that kind of stuff. So
yep,
that's where we're at right now.
All right, so we're ready to test out an old game.
We are. And I guess, maybe as we're going through this one, let's make some kind of UI aesthetic notes. I think we're kind of at that point now.
Yep.
Where we want to make these adjustments.
Yeah.
And then we can design, like we were speaking in the last show, we want the questions to come on a pop-up in the middle of the screen, basically, rather than just being kind of stuffed down here at the bottom. So we'll probably want to design a nice pop-up Mr. P. I'm thinking something kind of, obviously, that'll fit the styling there, maybe kind of a classic gold border or something.
Yeah.
Yep. So maybe that's something that we can look into on your design front when we get to that point.
Yep.
Possibly something we could implement in this episode.
Yeah, let's see how we're going.
All right.
Let's do a test and make some notes. And by the way, anybody in the chat, please say what's up, give us your feedback, and if somebody wants to come on here and test out a game with us live in studio here, let us know. But for now, we'll just roll on here ourselves. Everybody's very shy out there.
I know, super shy. What's up with that?
Yeah, I think once we get kind of closer now and it's kind of more built out, when we get to the testing phase, we'll have plenty of people come up.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go here. Sorry, I have a little bit of a hoarse throat today for some reason.
It's all good. All that partying over the weekend. Partying in the basement.
It's a party in the basement, yeah. Getting run down.
And everybody, we are using Replit to build this. You can go and check it out for yourself. Replit.com. Replit, of course, we are open to any sponsorship deals you want to strike up with us. Let us know. Because we'll probably be doing a lot more builds, and I think we'll do more public builds as well, to be honest. It's really cool. It's cool content. People want it. People want to know how to use AI, how to be able to build what they want. So yeah, go check out Replit there, everybody. If this is something, it's a software that we use. Of course, there are others out there too. Cursor, Lovable, or other versions of a similar software, AI vibe coding software. You can check those out. But Replit is the software of choice that we use here, per Adam. Okay, so what are you doing here, Adam? I've now ran multiple test games and the batch of 50 generated questions is showing a lot of repetition.
Yeah, let's look at the prompt for GPT. We're using 5.0 mini and see where we can adjust to prevent this. Right, always in plan mode here because we don't want the architect just going off or the agent just going off and restructuring the prompt itself, which it would very easily do. So we want to limit any actions until we've everything fleshed out, and there's always a clear path with guardrails on for the agent to make any changes. So that's always very, very important.
Yeah, don't want them agents going rogue on you and messing with all the other code.
No, certainly not. So let's see if we can get the prompt up here and see what it actually is, and then see if we can make adjustments to it so we're not getting that repetition. Because I think, like the last episode we did, I was skipping through nearly every question I got. I had to skip on to another one, you know.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go and take a look at that. Here's the full prompt. So generate 50 survey-style questions for a live stream game show similar to car charts. Each question should ask what percentage of people or a similar survey-style format. A mix of topics. We have our 70-20-10. All questions must be family friendly. Each question should be roughly 10 characters max. Important questions should be fun, surprising, and great for debate. Output format exactly this, one per question. Answer a number of more than 99. If headings jump out that would help reduce repetition. No explicit, no duplicates instruction. The prompt doesn't tell the model to ensure all 50 questions are unique and cover different topics. LLMs tend to repeat patterns unless you explicitly ask them not to. Vague topic guidance. Lifestyle pop culture is very broad, so the model gravitates toward the same handful of themes. Representatives will try yoga, do yoga regularly, adding specific subcategories to rotate through would force variety. No temperature setting. The API call doesn't set a temperature parameter or a temperature. 0.91 encourages more diversity. I don't in 5.0 mini has a temperature option. Single batch of 50 asks for 50 in one shot makes it easier for the model to fall into repetitive patterns. We could either add stronger diversity instructions or post-process to duplicate. So there's a proposed plan. They've actually changed this as well now. So here you actually go to view the plan. Improve the generation prompt. Add explicit instructions to the prompt. Every question must be completely unique. No duplicate topics, no rephrase version of the same question. Add specific subcategory lists to rotate through, e.g. food, cooking, travel, fitness, technology, pets, dating, workplace, hobbies, fashion, so the model doesn't cluster in the same themes. Add temperature operability, OpenAI, chat, completion, create, call for more diversity. Add a system message that sets the role as a creative game show writer who never repeats themes. Acceptance, generate questions show notably less repetition across a batch of 50. Okay, so that's fine, but each time we would reset the game and attempt to generate a new batch, it would just get the same prompt and possibly give similar types of questions. So if we had some sort of logging or some way to kind of store. I mean, you don't want to, go storing every 50 questions all the time, but some way maybe to overcome what it had previously done. But what I guess we can do is we can we can run with this and see what our results kind of come back with and see if we're getting a bit more variety. So for now, we're just changing a prompt. No need to go to the architect. So we just let it build. We'll see what kind of results we get from this. And if we're still getting repetition between episodes or between games, I think then maybe we might have to look into some sort of logging or some way that it's not repeating similar stuff from a previous game every time it generates a batch of 50 with the same prompt. So this should be pretty easy. Creative game show writer who never repeats topics. Uniqueness instructions, 20 specific subcategories, temperature set to 1.0. Okay. The batch of questions. Alright, so what I do is I will go back here and refresh this. And we refresh the game board. Okay, so let's generate our questions.
All right. Nice quick fix. Let's see what we get. I'm just working on one or two prompts here now for our pop-up window.
All right.
And I can show people after we do this test what I'm getting back.
Okay.
We got in the chat today. Who's watching? Say what's up. Don't be shy.
Yeah. Failed to generate enough questions. Try again or use a fallback. So let's generate again. Let's see if we're, I mean, with all those 20 different topics, must have been maybe some timeout or something. So I'll do a hard refresh here and make sure that everything is taking effect. Okay, failed to generate again. What I do is I close this down.
All right. Having some issues there, Adam.
Yeah, it's failing to generate the questions now. So what I'm going to do is just do a hard refresh here.
All right. I'll be right back there. Give me one moment.
All right. So there we go. We'll get this done here. Okay, just to make sure that everything is reset correctly and there's no stale data. So we'll full screen our page, our game board. And then here we go /control for our producer panel. And let's full screen that. Let's see if we generate now. If not, there must be some issue with change that was made. All right. Yates, how are we doing, brother? Nice to see you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Wake up, Mafia. Yep. So we're just seeing if we're generating questions. It looks like there is an issue with the question generation after we updated the prompt. So what I do is I will screen share that, or screenshot that, I should say, and make a copy. And I will come back to my Replit agent, change it to plan mode, paste that in. We are now having difficulty generating Generating enough questions, see image. So let's pop that in. And see what we get here. Alright, the problem is certainly the max completion tokens 4096 limit. With the longer, more detailed prompt we added, the model needs more output space to fit all 50 questions, slightly getting cut off mid-generation, resulting in fewer than 10 parsable questions, triggers and not enough questions. Error. Check the logs, confirm the model is running too few questions under 10 consistently. The issue is max completion tokens. Each question plus answer line is roughly 80 to 100 tokens, so 50 questions needs around 5,000–6,000 tokens, with the expanded prompt eating into the response budget. Simple fix, increase max completion tokens to 8192, so the model has plenty of room to output all 50 questions. Alright, not sure why we restricted ourselves to 4096 in the first place, but let's make that. Should be a nice simple fix. No need to be calling in the architect there either. Just a quick update on our token limit. Alright, that is done. So then we go back here, do a quick refresh on this, and hit generate questions. Let's see, this should solve the problem. Alright, let's see. Alright, come on. Load it up. Load it up. I don't think it will be so difficult to generate 50 questions, but let's see. Alright, there we go, 50 questions ready. So that was it. We were getting limited by our token usage. But it was us in-house, it wasn't open API, it was limiting us, so we increased it. So we're actually ready to start the game. And we will share this tab here instead. Now as you can see here, we've just added the background. And here it was actually our names. But because of the styling and stuff that we haven't touched yet, it's still they're still dark, can't be seen. So all this is going to be adjusted. We'll adjust all the colors and everything down there. And Mr. P's run some prompts.
Yep.
Looking into that. So we're actually ready to move on with the game here.
Alright, let's do it.
Deal the high cards and let's make some notes as we go here.
Okay, we're going to make all this much bigger on screen. So there's the first note.
Yep. Have you got a font in mind as well, Mr. P, for text and stuff yet, or?
I don't, but I can look into that for sure. I'll do a little diving in and see what I can think, what I think is going to work for us.
So we'll go with high card draw. Increase card size by, let's go 40%.
Alright.
Percent, and change font color to light gray for now, so you can see it. Okay, note made. Alright, Mr. P, let's pop you up first.
Alright.
Okay, now we're getting a double sound effect as well there.
Alright, make a note of that.
Yep. Getting double card turn. Card flip, I suppose. Going to mix it up with the turnover rule. Okay. At a Mac.
The dawn.
So it didn't happen there, but sometimes.
Alright, let's get us up into our game positions.
Alright.
I think as well what we do, Adam, is we move the cards to the right and have the participants on the left, to the left of the cards.
Okay, so, and I think our spacing in regular rounds, we're going to kind of space them out a little bit, right?
Yeah, we can do that. And of course, that'll happen too when we take away that big block at the bottom, the survey question thing.
Yeah, because we do want somewhere that shows the jackpot amount as well. I think we always kind of want that on screen to show
Oh,
people
yeah.
what to look for.
Yeah. In case there's any multipliers, someone hits a double or a triple or.
Yeah. Just right align the card letters.
And anybody, if you're just tuning in with us right now, we are Mooner Dust Media. Go to our website and check us out. We're building a live production game show that will be streamed live. We already have one called Mooner Dust that we have been running for about 26 episodes right now so far. And we have given away about over 5K in prize money in that show. And this will be added to our roster as well once it is completed. We still haven't come up with a name for this, so we're still waiting for any suggestions. I haven't dived too deep into thinking about it myself. The odd wandering thought, but that was about it. But again, these are two parts of our big ecosystem here. Obviously, we have the game show live, we have the trending show, we have the spotlight stuff, we have token reviews, tons of things like that. And of course, this is a big entertainment part with the live game shows. And we have Rico's Revenge. We're waiting for an update on that. We just heard back. We're hoping to have an update on that today. I'm working on some promotional advert for that as well at the moment. So we're an entire ecosystem here, guys, not just building one game show. And of course, what you're watching is all part of the Pump Fun Hackathon, the live build. We built everything so far to do with this live, showed every part of the process, and we're going to continue to do that all the way up to actually live game shows for real money once we get to that point and it's all built out. So I hope everybody is following along. I hope everybody's learning something. I hope they're enjoying it. And of course, if you do like everything that we do, go and pick yourself up a bag of Mafia on a discount right now, big discount. So go and check it out. Solana's down, and we got a big discount on Mafia at the moment too. Nice correction we just had. Very important to have those two over time. Swap out some positions. So yeah, go pick up a bag of Mafia if you like what we're doing here. You share the vision with us and join the ride. All right, Adam, where are we at?
Okay, I think we're ready for
You're muted, by the way.
Muted.
Or maybe it's me. Maybe I can't hear you. Could be me. That happens to me sometimes here on.
Yep, I think it's you. I should be good.
My audio. My mic is working, but I can't hear anyone, so I'm guessing it's most likely me. I'm going to do a quick refresh here, Adam. I'll be right back, okay?
All right. Okay, cool. So,
assuming it is me. No, I think it's you, Adam. I think it's your mic. I can't see any green dots coming up on your mic there. So I'm thinking it must be you.
Here. It's green dots are coming up for me.
Anybody in the chat, let me know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Make sure. Yeah, I think maybe your mic might have switched out. StreamYard does that sometimes. I had an issue earlier too in the middle of one of the interviews today with one of the Hackathon contestants. As soon as I brought him up on stage and played the intro, all my audio just went weird and it didn't give my StreamYard access anymore. And that happens from time to time.
Okay.
But, yeah, it said the floor is strong with Mafia. It sure is, sir. We got 17.5% tokens locked for a year as well. That tells you the conviction we got around here. We're in this for the long haul. We've been doing it before the hackathon, and we will be doing it long after the hackathon as well. But yeah, to get a spot in that would be absolutely amazing. Sound is okay. Yeah, it said the sound is okay. So I think it's just on your end, Adam. You might have to do a refresh there on StreamYard and just come back in, I'd say, most likely. That's usually what I have to do. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you do that. I guess I better pop myself up on the screen here. What I'll do is I will actually share my screen right now, and we can jump in and have a quick look at what I've been working on over here. Let's go to the window. Okay, there it is. And let me just add it to the stage. So I'm basically, what I'm looking to create here now is the window, the pop-up window that's going to ask the survey question. So what I did was I went to good old ChatGPT to get my prompts, and I asked it for something initially, and it didn't really give me what I wanted. It was giving me this kind of an image here, which is as basic bitch as you'll ever see. So I just tweaked it a little bit, and I said I want it more in the style with our background with the casino here, this image that you can see. And, just explained to it that this is for a UI pop-up for a question. It gave me 3 different prompts. So I just ran the first one twice. So I'm going to just copy that for now, the second one now, and we'll run that. And I'll show you, this is what I got for the first prompt. And I do like that. It's classic, very classic. With the question popping up there would be really cool. Here was another one that I got. So what we'll do is we'll run prompt number 2 and see. I think they were going for like a leather style with this one. So we can run prompt number 2 here. Let's get 2 variations of that, and we'll run that. And for the heck of it, let's run prompt number 3 as well and see how that comes out. There we go. And let's do 2 runs of that, and we can make a decision on what exactly we want to do. Adam, how's your audio working back there? Were you able to get it sorted? Oh, there we go.
So.
Yeah. Okay, I can hear you again. Good. Yetz is letting us know. Sound is good. Sweet.
Cheers, brother.
Right. There we go. Thank you for that. Okay. So yeah, we'll generate a few of these. Do you want to jump back over at them while these are generating? You like these?
I like that one there. Yeah. They're pretty sweet.
Give me some angular ones there now. Let's see what the latest one we got is. Okay, that's not too bad either. Definitely fitting in with our theme.
Yep, I like it.
All right. And we just got 2 more coming up from the second prompt that we got. So far, I think this is my favorite so far. Very, very classic style. Plenty of room for the text to come up here with the question.
Yeah, very nice.
Here is the next one from prompt number 2. A little bit more decorative. Has the kind of brass over the top of it too. That's not bad. And the one here it gave us was just at an angle, so that's not going to work. But yeah, certainly something you would see in a classic gangster-style casino or whatever it is. And here's the other one. Ooh, that's nice too. I like the rounded edge. I like the detail on it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Between these 2, I think, are my 2 favorites. This one,
I think that one is mine anyway.
This one's not too bad, and this one isn't too bad either. This one's yours, Adam?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
one.
That was the very first one we got. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll pull that into Photoshop here in a moment. Do you want to go back to the game, Adam, for now, and then we can jump back to Photoshop after that?
We'll keep through and making notes as we go here for UI updates and adjustments.
Yeah,
and let's put Mr. P to work.
I'm always working.
Well, no, that's true.
All right, well, let's jump back into our positions here.
Right.
Did you make a note, Adam, of moving the cards over?
I did.
To the right and allowing for the PFPs to sit to the left?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, excellent.
So,
all right, let's play.
So let's see how our new questions are going to fare out.
Hold on there, just wait one moment. I had to swap us around there so that we're in the right positions.
All right.
Cool. Okay, let's do it. Let's test the questions. What percentage of people iron clothes before leaving the house on weekdays?
Iron clothes, I'd say that's got to be low. I'm going to say 26%.
All right. I will say, I'm going to say lower.
Mr. P says lower. Our survey says 46. Liars.
Okay, well, I mean, you still won.
And the Mac is in control. Now I've just made a note there to change our name colors to light gray. I just say default because we'll keep them going to yellow when they're in control for now.
Yeah.
Default, so I'll just make a note of that there. Okay, so start card run. All right. Only rows I'm going to go keep it or go lower. Lower than that. Oh, Mr. Bitzel will go lower than Mr. Bitzel. 10. We'll go lower than a 10. 7. Okay, I'm going to freeze on the 7.
All right. All right, back to a
Okay.
survey question.
All right, and this is Mr. P. He's going to answer this.
What percentage of people practice meditation at least once a week? I'm going to say, let's go with 40% or 35. Say 35%.
35. I'm going to say lower than 35. Adam X says lower. Survey says 18%.
What's wrong with you people? Meditate, says the guy that doesn't meditate. All right, Adam, you got your run back?
Okay, so I'm going to swap out the base card. 5. Okay, I'm going to go higher than 5.
All right, I get control. Okay, let's swap that 6.
Swap to 6.
All right, let's lower than the Dawn. Oh my God. All right, Adam, you got control back.
Control back to me. Okay, I'm going to swap it out. See what we get. All right, nice.
Let's swap.
I'll go higher than the 3. Ace. Lower than the ace. 8. I'm going to freeze it there.
All right, back to a survey question. What percentage of people read product reviews before any online purchase? I will say 70%.
70. I'm going to say lower. 72. Solid.
All right.
All right.
Lower than the king.
Lower than the king. Queen.
Lower than the queen.
9.
Lower than the 9.
Lower than the 9. Nasty. But, it's good. I like it there because, you're behind. You got a turnover. You kind of had to go.
Yeah.
You had to put the gas down like a bit. So,
yeah.
I'm liking how it's playing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to swap out the 8. 5. And I'm going to go higher than 5.
There
Mr.
it is.
Round brings it home.
Congratulations. All right, on to the next round.
Those cards are looking very nice, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, I like them. I think they look good. And then once we make them even bigger, it's going to look even better.
Yeah, for sure.
Fill up the board a bit.
Yeah.
All right, round 2.
High cards.
Did I avoid a whitewash there? I can't remember. I guess.
You did, yeah, you did.
Got past the first base card. Okay, it was nice.
You got off one base, not too bad. Mr.
Right.
P. Queen, nice. Mr. P wins the draw.
All right. Bring in the board. Just a quick thought for the base cards. Should we have should that be kind of an event where they both get to see what they're starting with, or just the board just arrives and they're already turned? I feel like it should be kind of an event, okay, let's see what you guys are starting with.
Reveal the base cards.
Yeah, make that a thing. So let's see what you're starting with. Let's see what you're starting on.
Make a note.
Okay, the question is for me, what percentage of people participate in a recreational sports league annually? I'm thinking that'd be high. If I had to guess, relatively high at least. I'm thinking somewhere between the 60-70% mark. Let's just split it down the middle. I'll go 65% on that one.
All right, just making a note there.
Yeah, very
Block
good.
this result. Okay, we're going to go 65.
Let's go 65. What percentage of people participate in a recreational sports league annually?
I think it's going to be lower.
All right.
17.
17? What? You fat, lazy... All right. All right. Well, I was way off on that one. Maybe I wasn't reading it correctly or something.
Well, people might play a little bit of sport, but going into a sports league every year is...
Yeah, I guess. I played sport all my life, played competitively soccer, so I guess I'm a little biased on that front. I think when you do it a lot yourself, you think more people do it.
Yeah.
All right, Adam, come on.
We'll swap it
What
out.
you got?
8.
Gonna do.
See, we're early. I'm going to take a punt. I'm going to go higher than the 8. Oh.
Nice. Paid off.
All right. Go lower than the ace. Double. Lower than the ace. 5. Got high cards up there so far. All higher than 5. I'll free that.
Smart choice. All right, next question. What percentage of people negotiate their salary when offered a new job? I don't know, 40%.
40%. I'm going to say it's higher.
33.
33. All right, Mr. P. You're
All right,
back control.
let's swap out that 9 for a 7. 2. All right, nice. All right, let's go higher than the 2. Nice. Lower than the ace. Lower than the king. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get a king. I'm hitting an ace after it. All right, well, you got control, Adam. It's on you.
All right, well, I'm going to swap it. All right, I'm going to go lower than a 10. 5. Back to that 5 again. I'll freeze it.
All right.
Next
question.
5.
What percentage of people take online courses to learn new skills? I mean, I would imagine that's high. Let's go 70%.
70. I'm going to say it's lower than 70.
I mean, probably is now that I think of it, but whatever. 47.
47. All right. I'm going to swap that 5 for 4. All right. Higher than 4. 5 again. All right, I'm going to freeze it.
All right. See if I can get past this king. What percentage of people collect something as a hobby? Ugh. I don't know, 25%.
25%. I'm going to say lower.
All right, 12%. See, that's why I hate getting asked the question first. You go way
Yeah, I know.
getting it right if you don't get asked the question first. Because you've a whole range between like their exact number above or below, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
but hey, I guess that's the game.
I believe that is the rules, right?
I believe so.
Whoever isn't in control. Let's ask the question, I think.
Mm-hmm. All
All
right,
right,
put me out of
so
my misery here.
we'll swap it out. 7. We'll take a punt. Go higher than 7.
There you go. All right, very good.
There it is.
I didn't get there because I got absolutely trounced.
All right, so what we have done in this one, obviously. So I think the notes that I've made so far is change player name, font color to light gray, default beside the card letters. High card draw, increase card size by 40% and change font color to light gray, same as player names. Getting double card flip sound effects when turning cards sometimes. Let's right align the card letters and increase spacing between the cards, double for standard rounds. Alright, so I will put some of those going. I know we want to increase the overall size of our cards as well.
I'll get you the window first for that, maybe. Once you have the window, we can
Yep.
remove that. So yeah, let's jump over while you're running those updates in Replit.
Yep.
And what I will do is I will share my Photoshop screen here. And it's going to be a nice, easy one. And let me just share it. Window, Photoshop, there you are. All right, let me hide this here and pop this up. All right, I'm going to drop you down here, Adam, for a moment while I run through this. It's a little bigger down here in the corner. Maybe I'll move myself over here. So you can see the layers over here. Not going to be much layer work at this moment, but here is the frame window that we're going to use. So what I'll do is I will just create I'll use my marquee tool up here on the left. As you can see, and you can select any, it will just make a selection in that shape, single row, rectangular row. You can't see it here because of the stream. But yeah, so what we're going to do is I will use my ruler guides here as well. You can just pull those out from the left. Control R is the command to pop those rulers up, and you just grab it from that ruler section and just click, drag it down. And we want to line that up exactly at the tip of the frame. So we'll do that around all sides here. There it is right there. And then we'll just get the bottom locked in here as well. I think it's around there somewhere. All right, beautiful. So that's it. That's the board that we have. So now I'm just going to get my marquee tool and it'll line it up directly with that, and then hit Control J and you'll see that new layer appearing over here on the right side. If you hide that, then you can see we just have that cut out, and Control H will hide those banners there as well. Now, maybe once we have a name or some graphics or something like that, we can do that. Let me just check something here and see if I can get it, just to give an idea what I'm talking about. Let me see. I'm just checking my files here, everybody, to grab something. Here we got our little moon in here. So we can pop him in there, and we'll change the setting over here where we'll put it to. Let me see what's looking good. Maybe an overlay might be the best here. And we'll remove any color from it, and then we can drop the opacity a little bit, a lot maybe. But that's kind of the idea. Once we have the logo in there, you could have it like faded in the background a little bit behind where the text would pop up once it's subtle enough. Or you could even pop in, you know, an extra little layer right here. Let's select this, you know, if you wanted to, and I'm just messing around here now, but let's say we wanted to take this little section here. Let me move it into the center. And we'll create that, and then we could go make that a little bigger, just as an example. Now, you know, you could have another piece of wood up here with like the name of the game or something like that if we wanted to add to this after the fact. Let's just give you an idea of what it is, but we'll remove those for now. And that is, I mean, that's basically our window that's going to pop up to have the question on there. So we can check it out and we'll test it out. So I'm going to go and export that by just right clicking on here. Now you can't see the window that pops up, but you just go to quick export as PNG. And I will save that into what I have called card whales at the moment, but we're going to be calling it something else. Survey pop-up window. So I'm going to call it, I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to send it on over to Adam and we can get it installed as soon as possible. And I will start looking at some fonts and things like that as well that we're going to be able to use maybe as the text in there. It would be cool if we had like a typewriter animation for the question too. It'd be pretty slick. But we can dive into all that and see how that works out as we move forward. First thing we'll do is we'll get this window sorted anyway, I think. So yeah, let me send this over to you here, Adam. Open up my Telegram here and I'll drop it into you. And we might even get this bad boy going. I'm going to save it in the meantime, this document, so that we always have it here. Let me see, survey pop-up window. Yeah, that's what we'll save it as. Just in case we need to come back or we want to mess around with it again in the future. Okay, Adam, I'm going to send this over to you now. Open file location. There it is. Okay, I'm dropping it into you. All right, I've got it sent over to you there, Adam. So are you still there? Jump up on here with me for a minute if you can.
Yep.
All right, did you receive that?
I did.
All right, sweet. Who have we got in the chat out there today? I think we got like 9 live viewers right now. Say what's up. Let us know you're there. Let us know you're alive. You're breathing. Let us know what you think of everything so far, guys. All we're getting is div bot batches. Whoever these spammers are, every 2 seconds they're dropping a thing in. Guys, just so you know, nobody has any idea what you're posting. Nobody has any idea what div bot batch swap is, and nobody gives a shit. So you're wasting your time. Don't even bother. I don't even know why these people bother. You think someone's going to click on your profile or something? Yeah, no one could be bothered, lads. So just wasting your time.
Yeah, complete waste of time.
Probably a bot or something.
This is the dirt we're trying to eliminate out of the space.
Yeah, this is nonsense. DevBot, batch swap. Oh, quick, everybody. Jump on that account right away and go and find out what they're doing and buy in. No. I mean, do you really think that's what people do? I mean, hello? Retarded is what I would call it. But hey, you know, all shapes and sizes, as they say. But good luck with that. It's an interesting approach. I would imagine the return is probably net zero so far from that particular marketing campaign. But hey, keep trying, guys. Good laugh. All right, Adam, I'm just seeing a white screen on your end there at the moment. Not sure what you're sharing.
Let me see. There we go. How's that?
In here? Yeah, there we go. That is the one. I'll pop us over here out of the way. Okay, we got our text up there looking white now.
Yep.
Very nice. All right, let's now use this attached pop-up image to display the survey question.
Survey questions, and then it has. Yeah, we're just going to display it on this, right? The survey question itself.
Correct.
And then I guess then it pops up. You reply. So the survey question. There one's guess and question flow data.
And make sure you tell it to kind of, fill it as much as possible. And
Yep.
obviously it has a border, so you don't want any of the text going on the actual wooden frame part. So it needs to stay housed within the actual kind of canvas.
What type of font would be nice to go on that? I think we should have a font in here too. Some nice mafia font.
Okay, well, what I'll do is let's drop this down and I'll pop this back up here. And we can get some. All right, let's get something going here. Okay, we got a starting font right here. The only thing I worry about with the Mafia, specifically Mafia style fonts, is that they can, we want it to be super legible
Yes.
on the screen. So this font is called Delhi. Now I'm guessing we would probably want it black. So there it is in black. Let's try a dark brown. That's not too bad. All right, let's mess around with that. So I'm going to move it over here to the right so we can see, and then you guys aren't going to be able to see this drop down window, but I will swap between fonts up here. So I'm going to select just the very first one here at A. Let me center that up here first so we can see. And we'll just call it. Let's just type moon or dust. Capital M, Mafia. All right, so let's put that in there, and I'll just click down through some different fonts here. So there we go. That's not too bad now. Adobe Carlson is kind of the idea there. And I'm just basically scrolling through what I've got in my archive already. And we can always go. There's one good, really good website that anybody can go if you're looking to download some free fonts. It's called Dafont, DAFONT.com. If you go there, they got tons of free fonts you can download there as well. So go and check that out if you're looking for some fonts yourself. That's usually where I go. Okay, so this is actually set on all caps. So I want to remove that. There we go. So let's go back up to where we were at again. I want to see it without. There we are, Adobe Carlson. Okay, so there it is with the lowercase as well. All right, Wilderness Mafia. Okay, that's not too bad either. Lemon milk. That's not terrible. We have options for that. Oh yeah, we can get a bold option of that too. How do you like that one, Adam? Lemon milk.
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one.
It's
It
nice.
does have that mafia feel.
It has the Mafia feel, and it's nice and legible too.
Yep.
Okay, so
Probably at the top we'll have like survey question, will we?
yeah, something like that. Let me
And then
see.
slightly smaller font underneath for the actual question itself.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll see if I can find that font here now in my font archive. Lemon. Let's see if it comes up. I'm just gonna go fonts. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, I'm just searching through here now. I'm going to find that TTF file. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going to do a full search here. See if I can find it. All right, doing a search for it now. You can usually find it within Photoshop here. It's evading me exactly how I do that. Let's see. Maybe I can do it from here.
I'm just going to pull you down for a sec, Jen. Let's give a quick, while you're looking for that, just give a quick run over the prompt I've ready here.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously I've attached in what Mr. P sent over for our pop-up frame. Let's now use the attached pop-up image to display the survey questions. Player one's guess and question flow data and result. Basically all flow data relative to the survey question, just like on the lower banner, which is the one down here. Fill the pop-up as much as possible without spilling on the frame. And use the attached font. Once Mr. P gets me that TTF file, I'll attach that in here also. No need to have the survey question appearing on the bottom banner anymore. Let's have the pop-up fade in using a 2-second fade in animation. Understood. So we are pretty much ready once we get that font. And we will take it from there. So it looks like it's just having a good laugh at our little rant about Dave Bot Bat Swap. Not financial advice. The dude puts it in again then. You gotta love it. I guess there is some things that are funny about this crypto space. Persistence is one of them. All right, Mr. P, how are we looking there with that file?
Horrific. Trying to find it here.
My throat is getting worse here by the minute.
Yeah, we're just an hour in anyway, so we will we'll probably wrap it up here at some point. If I could ever just find the darn font. Thought I saved in my local discs.
I think let's run this anyway, and we'll see what it looks like. We won't go making any adjustments to it.
I think I might have it here. Yep, got it.
Sweet. Let me just set up my folder here. Just take that fonts.
Okay, there they are, Adam. All sent over to you. So you got bold, you got bold versions, and you got light versions there. So depending on what it is, you can run one of those.
So do we want to put bold, like title survey question at the top?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is that something that you're going to add? I know you were kind of putting on a.
Well, just put it in text for now, and we can worry about that maybe later once we get to that point. I've also given you the hash code for the color of the text.
Okay. So I think. Let me just make sure these are in here. Yes. Okay, just pop into my folder here.
All right, everybody, we are Moon or Dust Media. We are coming to the end of this actual episode here. We're going to implement these and have a quick look at how they are looking after the fact. But of course, like I say, we are more than just building a game show. We're an entire ecosystem. Go to the website, moonordust.media. Check us out. This is going to be our next game show, live, streamed, produced. Money to be won, 2 projects facing off, ultimately is what's going to become of this. and we're running you through the entire process from start to finish, and we'll bring it all the way right up to the production and the live streaming. And you never know, maybe other people will be inspired to go and do something like this themselves, bring more entertainment to the crypto space, bring all the bodies in. That's what we want to do. But yeah, go and check out our website, everybody, moonerdust.media. We're more than just a game show. We got tons going on over there. And you can check out our X handle as well, Moonerdust Media. And of course, if you like what you're seeing and you share the vision and you want to join with what we're doing, go and pick yourself up a bag of Mafia down there on a good discount right now. And Solana's even on a discount too. So come on, guys, join the ride. Let's do it. Be great to get one of these hackathon spots. There's only 10 remaining. They kicked out the window as well for entrance for an extra week. So that was really awesome. And we've done a ton of interviews last week as well on our trending show. You can check all those episodes out down here. You can go and see the entire interview catalog on our website. You can see it on our YouTube channel as well. We post them all over there after the fact across X, across YouTube, and on Rumble as well, totaling over 200k plus subscribers across all those channels. So you can check those out, see what the competition is like. Maybe you'll find a project that you like that you want to go and invest in as well. Keep raising up the space, everyone. That's what we're all doing here. Like I always say, we're all on the same train. We're just in different carriages. So let's keep shoveling that coal in, everybody, and we'll all rise up together.
Yeah,
right,
for sure. Running the prompt, I just added in, use the attached font, have survey question at the top in bold font and the question below in regular. I just put in those two for now, just so it's not getting all mixed up and stuff. Below in regular, slightly smaller font size. Use this hash for the font color. And we'll do the pop-up to fade in, kind of a 2-second fade in animation, and we'll take a look how that pans out.
Alrighty.
So it's just going to, I obviously have it in plain mode here, so it's just going to decide what exactly it's going to do, because it's going to have to remove the data that's coming on to the generic banner that it created at the start there, and then shift it onto this. So the chances of it getting right in the first go, in my opinion, are slim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say,
maybe what we'll do, because we're just over the hour mark here, Adam, and I can hear your throat is not improving. You probably need a break. But we can touch base again tomorrow. We've made these additions now, and we will have this run through, and we'll show everybody what the first iteration is when we come back tomorrow. Of course, after the trending show. How do you feel about that, Adam?
Yeah, that's fine by me. The throat is definitely deteriorating here for some reason.
Yeah, I'm the one who should have the bad throat. I'm talking all day. Kidding. With all this life.
I know it's. I need a dehumidifier down in the basement.
Yeah,
maybe
right.
A bit of heat.
Yeah. All right. Well, the architect is working, and we will show everybody the results of that when we come back tomorrow. Of course, like I've said many times, everybody, before we sign off, go and visit moonerdust.media to get a full scope of everything that we're building here. This is just one small part of our entertainment wing as well. So, do that. Go check it out. See what we're building. Get an idea of everything. And, if you like what you see, come and join us for what we're doing, what we're building, the whole ecosystem. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. And, of course, if you are in a project that you want to be highlighted, we go live 5 days a week with the trending show, and we highlight the top 5 projects from our bot, and we should be hopefully interviewing some more hackathon projects tomorrow and throughout the rest of this week. As long as this hackathon is running, we want to hear from you. Anybody that is involved, that's building live, that's part of the hackathon, reach out to us. I think Sean just put out a tweet there as well from the main account, tagging a lot of the other projects. So if you are watching this, go and comment in there and reach out to Sean. Send us a DM on the Moonerdust X account. There is the handle at Moonerdust Media. go and send us a DM if you're on the hackathon. We haven't interviewed you yet and you'd like to come on for an interview. We're building out an entire resource for everybody to be able to go and see exactly what the projects are all about. I know Elon and Tim Draper have been doing some interviews as well, but I know those guys are very, very busy. But that's what we do here at Moon or Dust Media. We're raising up the space and we're trying to create a place for people, developers, traders, investors, all alike, to be able to find projects that they might resonate with and want to get involved with. So yeah, hit us up on DMs there. Go interact with that tweet. Check out the Moon or Dust website in the meantime. Pick yourself up a bag of Mafia if you like what you see and join the ride with us. Adam, you got anything to say before we sign off for the day?
Yeah, another solid build. I like the direction we're going in. Really liking the whole mafia style, mafia feel, that old school casino smoky style. So yeah, everything starts to get really, really tasty, from here on out. So this is a kind of enjoyable part of the build.
Yeah, it's getting really close, and hopefully we'll have people up to test it with us. I think Sean is going to be on here tomorrow actually to do a live game and test it out. He'll be taking on the current loser, myself, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I won't endure another whitewashing like I did today.
And thanks, Yates. Yates has been keeping us company here in the chat, so appreciate that,
thanks, brother. Solid guy, solid supporter for a long time. So appreciate you, Yates, of course, as always. All right, that's it. We're wrapping up for today, everybody. We're just over the hour mark, so I hope everybody got some value out of this. I hope you're learning something, and I hope even more that you're building alongside us, and we'll see some other awesome products. Even if you're watching this after the fact, I hope this will be a good resource for everybody that's in the space, wants to get into vibe coding, using AI to be able to get from just even the tiniest concept all the way up to a full working product in a matter of, nowhere near how long it used to take, and for way less than it used to cost as well. So I hope everybody's getting a lot of value. We will see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 12 PST, for the Moon or Dust Trending Show. In the meantime, if you're in a community, get that bot installed. We all love you very much here. We appreciate you all, and we will see you tomorrow.
What is going on, everyone? I am DeFi Sean, and Pump.Fun and the entire crypto world is about to get hit with the coolest thing it's ever seen, because Mod Media is joining the Build in Public Hackathon on Pump.Fun. We've done it once with Moon or Dust, our high production game show that's about 25 episodes in front of everyone on YouTube. But this time, for our second game, we're going to be building live on Pump.Fun for everyone to see. So let's go ahead and get into it. And for those that don't know me, I am DeFi Sean, the owner of Crypto and Cause Investing, both the YouTube channel and the marketing company, and one of the co-founders of Mod Media, joined by my partners Adam and Mr. Pixel. We're building live entertainment that actually converts attention into on-chain activity. And the problem we're solving is simple. We all know crypto has amazing technology, but horrible engagement. Builders are either building something too complex or flat out too boring. Also, builders have the problem of getting people to engage and stay locked in, and most of the marketing they do feels fake or inorganic. Mod Media fixes that though by turning crypto into live, interactive entertainment. We go live 5 days a week with what we call Mod Trending, covering the top 5 projects trending on our bot. For those that didn't join us on YouTube building Moon or Dust, it is a high production deal or no deal style game where developers go head to head against our whales, picking their wallets for a chance to win up to 1,000 USD. Then that second game is coming to Pump.Fun. But exactly what are we going to be doing? We're going to be coding live. We're going to be testing it live. We're going to be bringing up community members to play the game, to break it, and to work out all the bugs in front of everyone to see. And at the same time, we're going to be bringing Mod Trending to Pump.Fun, Moon or Dust to Pump.Fun, and also teaching builders how to utilize AI for graphics, branding, and content creation. If you make crypto fun to watch, people stick around. And if people stick around, builders win. And when builders win, that's how entire ecosystems are built. And I hope Pump.Fun and our competitors are ready, because when Mod Media hits Pump.Fun, it is going to be essentially over. What we do, no one does it better, and the entire market is about to see that. So go ahead and strap up and enjoy the entertainment.